Yeah, just seen something. There's a girl over there. She's with her dog. A girl or a guy? I think it's a girl. Looks like a girl from far. She's with her dog, but she keeps him or her on a leash. She keeps him on the leash. Like the dog is pulling from every sides to get loose. Like it's a park. There's water. Let him loose. He'll go play in the water. He'll come back. Keeps him on the leash, and the dog is pulling her like fucking crazy, and she keeps him on the leash. Like, we're so this is stupid. Let your dog loose, né? They come in the park with him for what? To keep him on the leash. Like me, these leash thing on dogs. It's okay when you go in public. When you're in public in a crowd or something, I agree. But you're here in the park, let him loose. Well, you're afraid he runs away. If he runs away, maybe there's a reason why he runs away from you. If the dog is loyal and have a good heart, he'll not gonna. If he loves his master, if he loves his place, where he lives, he's not gonna run away. So what is that thing? I find that a bit stupid, if you ask me. But that's the fear. I don't know. It's fucked up. Why do you bring your dog in the river to keep him on the leash? And the leash is like a foot long. A foot long, not even. Like a super short leash. Like that's what we do, huh? I don't know. We're very weird. Very strange behavior. Like there's nobody. The park is empty. I'm alone here with that girl on the other side. And she could let him loose. Like, what's the big deal? Even if he comes to me, I don't care. Anyway. And that's a bit, to me, abusing. It's to keep your dog on the leash is sorry. It's because you teach them fear too. You put the dog in fear, and you like, I don't know. I've had dogs in the past. I kept them on the leash when it's necessary. But when I was in the park, he was going loose as soon as I was getting into the park. The dog was loose and come on, go play. If you run away from me, too bad for you. Hope you find a good place. Like you don't belong to me. Like this behavior, it's like we own the dog. You don't own the dog. The dog is himself. You give him a shelter. You give him a life. You give him protection if you can, but he doesn't belong to you. It's like your child. They're going to go away at one point, and they're going to fly on their own. So to keep your dog on the leash like that is to really, like, he must feel so prisoner, the dog. He never have a chance to walk by himself. Like he never have a dog life. What a dog likes to do, a dog likes to run and play in nature and, be not be stuck like this on a leash. Not all the time. It's okay, some dogs like to walk on the leash and they walk very good on leash. But if a dog pulls constantly too, it's a sign. If your dog pulls constantly on the leash, it's a sign also. He needs more liberty. He needs to, first of all, he needs to behave. He needs to be educated. A dog is like our children. We need to bring them up, bring it up, educate them or teach them. Same thing for a dog. So I find that a bit the behavior that's very strange. And they come here for like, look, she was here for what, 10 minutes? 10 minutes, probably took her dog out, went and a few here and there, went back up, go back home, put the dog back in the kennel, or they put them back in the house. And I bit my lip, I think. That's the situation of many people, and they have dogs and they leave them inside. They never take them out. I have a neighbor like that. They got a dog. I never see them walk the dog. Like, why do you have a dog? Just to see you make another people suffer the same misery you suffer? Like, I don't know. And then the dogs become very, very sad. Look at this. The dog is pulling to stay here. She's pulling him like crazy. Like, she keeps choking him and pulling on him. Like, tell me this is not abuse. This is not maltreating your animal, maltreating your dog. Like, she has to. It's crazy, né? It's crazy what I just seen, né? Telling you, I feel like fucking Twilight Zone. Let him loose. If he doesn't want to come back, he doesn't come back. He'll survive. That's his domain here. They're better in the wild than in captivity anyway. I wouldn't be afraid. But that's what people are. Oh, my dog's gonna leave. Yeah, he's better in the wild anyway than with you. If he leaves your house, it's because maybe he needs more adventure than staying inside the house. You know, a dog is not meant to be inside. He should have enough space to run, or if not, you bring him outside and you get your ass off and you bring your dog outside and then discover the nature a bit. Like here, her dog would have so much fun in the river, né? But they're so shy that, look, she was here 10 minutes, came down and back up, and that's what people do, né? Very shy, very in fear, very much in fear. I know they say not to let your dog loose. There's a sign to put your dog in leash, but there's nobody, and everybody leave their dog loose. Come on. And dogs are not gonna attack you. It's crazy. It's just put people in fear. Fear nature, but the dogs are so. It's the best. It's man's best friend. I'm convinced of that. If you ever had a dog, you can. Know what I'm talking about. I had dogs. I will have another one eventually, a German Shepherd. Eventually we'll get there, but I need a bigger land. I want a land. Next time I have a dog, I'll have the land and the place for him to run and to enjoy and have more happiness than being stuck in a house. Especially I was working before, so the dog was alone often, and I wasn't really liking this. It was tormenting me inside. Some people are okay with it because they live their whole life in a cage, so they don't mind putting their dog in a cage or their animal in a cage and put everything in a cage because they live in an invisible cage. So they have no problem caging anything. So they cage their dog, their birds, they cage everything. It's a cage world, living a cage life. Wake up.